Shout out to my real supporters. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick, it's Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about shout out to my real supporters, man. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people who they be watching my messages, bro, sharing my messages. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. If I told my younger self that I would one day, bro, be out here like speaking the truth for God, bro, taking a stand for God, bro, in a world that hates God, bro, in a world that hates Jesus, bro, in a world where everybody don't even care about God, bro. Know what I'm saying? Like, people mock God, bro. People think this stuff is a joke, bro. Like, when you tell people about God and heaven and hell and all this other stuff, bro, these people think you joking, bro. These people think you trolling, bro. Because these people think they so smart, bro. But I just wanted to do this message to shout out to my real supporters, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to people who be watching, know what I'm saying, all my messages, know what I'm saying. Some people be watching like all the way through, bro. They be watching all the way through. Every time that I upload the message, bro, they be watching all my messages all the way through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to the people who donate to my ministry, bro. The people who donate to support my ministry, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro. Know what I'm saying? All y'all help is appreciated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to keep it real with you. People don't understand, bro, how hard it is to really, like, walk with God, bro. Like, this is not the path of least resistance. You know what I'm saying? Walking with God, bro, and doing what God called you to do, bro, this is the path of maximum resistance. The name Jesus alone, bruh, it gonna add like gravity to your life. What do I mean by that? The name Jesus alone is gonna add like spiritual gravity to your life. Whatever you're trying to do, let's say you're trying to start a business for God, bro, by you including Jesus, bro, it gonna be a nightmare, bro, to get people to support, bro. It gonna be a nightmare to get people who are willing, bro. It gonna be a nightmare to get people who really care, bro. Because a lot of people, they don't care. And that's why you see like a lot of companies, bro, and a lot of businesses in the world, they remove Jesus from the equation. It's like they sell out and they remove Jesus from the equation. And they try to please the customer and the client. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, it's all about the customer. It's all about the client. Meanwhile, they're removing Jesus from the entire company. And I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of these big companies, bro, they operate just like gangs, bro. That's all it is, just a bunch of corruption. Where did this corruption come from? It come from the fact that they kicked Jesus out of, they have kicked God out of their company. They have kicked God out of their business, their marketing, all that. They kicked God out. Because they know you start talking about Jesus, bro, man, you're going to face a nightmare in marketing, bro. It's like, it's not easy, bro. So I just wanted to shout out to my real supporters out there, bro, because, bro, I'm just one person. Know what I'm saying? I'm just one person really like putting the truth out there, bro, and waking people up. I'm just one person. I can't do everything on my own, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need more people, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. We need more people who going to speak up, bro. Like, everybody's embarrassed and ashamed of God, bro. Everybody's embarrassed and ashamed of Jesus. Everybody just stuck in like religion, bro. Like, everybody just stuck, bro. Everybody just, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to shout out to my real supporters, bro. People be supporting my videos that I be doing. People be supporting my messages, my podcast messages. People be supporting my artwork. Know what I'm saying? I have a clothing brand on my website, and people be supporting that. Know what I'm saying? And if y'all want to check it out, it's on my website. It's my clothing brand. It's called Rose via Fire clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? People be supporting my posters, because I do spiritual artwork too. I do posters too. And if y'all want to find that, y'all can find that on my website. And the page is called Rose via Fire Museum of Art. That's where I have all my spiritual posters. You know what I'm saying? It gets shipped directly to your home, bro. I'm trying to tell you, the clothing brand, the posters, all that stuff on my website, you order it, it gets shipped directly to your home, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But yeah, shout out to all the people who already been supporting me, bro. People sharing all my work that I do. They sharing it with other people, man. Spreading the message, bro. spreading God's work, bro, because you gotta understand, it's God that's using me, you know what I'm saying? It is God that is doing all this work through me, bro. You get what I'm saying? So by you sharing all the work that I be doing, it's like you're spreading God's message, bro. You're spreading God's work that God is doing through me, bro. Because you gotta understand, bro. Y'all be seeing what's going on, bro. People is losing hope. Bro, this is not the time to be playing around, bro. Like, souls is ending up in hell, bro. Bro, people is deceived by all these weird religions. People is deceived by Hinduism and Buddhism and, is it Buddhism or Buddhism? Whatever it's called, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be deceived by religion, bro. They be deceived by Christianity, bro. They be deceived by the Muslims and all these Mormons. People be deceived by all this stuff that going on, bro. But me personally, I just stand for the truth, bro. And it's crazy because people is feeling hopeless, bro. People committing suicide, bro. Souls is ending up in hell, bro. People is not speaking up. People is ashamed of God, bro. People don't even want to speak up about God, bro. People is scared to speak up about God, bro. People is embarrassed of Jesus, bro. People embarrassed. So look though, you embarrassed about God. Meanwhile, somebody out there is feeling hopeless and they end up taking their own life. And when you commit suicide, you end up in hell. So it's like, bro, it's just a lot of stuff going on, bro. It's like, it's not enough people speaking up, bro. I don't know, bro. I just be trying my best, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the people out there, bro, who truly, genuinely support me and support my ministry and all the things that I do for God, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to people who support my website as well, bro. Listening to my music, you know what I'm saying? I have music on my website as well. I have a page on my website called All My Songs. And I have another page on my website called Albums. That's where you can find my music. But yeah, shout out to all the people who be supporting my music. I do poetry as well, bro. Bro, God is using me like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. This is something I believe I talked to God before about. It's like God is using me to fulfill a lot of people's purposes. Because a lot of people is not willing to do their calling that God has for them. So it's like God has me doing everybody's purpose, bro. God had me doing like a dozen people's purposes. I feel like other people should have been doing poetry for God. I feel like other people should have been doing music for God. I feel like other people should have been doing videos for God, doing podcast messages for God, doing artwork for God, I feel like a lot of people is not doing their calling. Have y'all noticed that, bro? In these times, bro, it's like people is not doing their calling, bro. God is calling them and they just reject it. They literally reject it, bro. And then God has people like me and other real followers of God, and we doing the most, bro. And God is giving us multiple talents. The talents that God gave to the people who rejected their calling, it's as though God takes those talents from them and he just adds it to us. And now that's why we're doing like 10 different talents. Bro, I'm doing like 10 different talents. I'm doing like, I feel like I'm doing a portion of like a 1,000 people's purposes, bro. Everybody ain't even doing their purpose, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing poetry, I'm doing art, I'm doing music, I'm doing videos, I'm doing podcast messages, I'm producing movies, bro. I'm producing movies, I'm building websites, I'm building a clothing brand, I'm building a museum, bro. I got a museum, bro. Hey, I built it, what else? Bro, yeah, and a lot of other stuff that I forget. What else? I do comedy, bro. I do comedy episode, bro. You go on my website, I have a page called Comedy Specials, bro. Know what I'm saying? I do worship music. I have a worship music playlist. I reach out to the youth. I do ministry for the women. I got Godly Women's. I have a page on my website called Godly Women's Blog. I'm doing ministry for the women. I'm reaching the women. Where's the women who is supposed to be reaching the women? Where is the women who's supposed to be reaching the women? So now I have a page on my website called Godly Women's Blog. Then I have another one called Godly Men's Blog. Now I'm reaching the women, the men, the youth. You know what I'm saying? And then, what else am I missing? Let me think. I got a lot of other stuff, bro, that I'm doing. Oh yeah, I have quotes. I have a page on my website that's called quotes, where I'm having all these different quotes for God, bro. Now I'm doing quotes too. That it looked like somebody else supposed to be doing quotes, and they call him, bro. Now I have quotes. Now I'm putting out quotes, bro. I have a lot of quotes on that page too, bro. What else, bro? What else? Hey, bro, what else, bro? Hey, bro, when I'm telling you, when a lot of people reject God and they reject their calling, God is going to find those select few people and he going to give them so many talents, bro. He going to load them down with so many talents because they got to kind of catch up with everybody else who rejecting God. So you got to understand how much work that I be putting in, bro. I be working hard, bro. Bro, I be working hard, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I be doing like, I also be marketing, you know what I'm saying? Digital marketing. It looked like somebody else was supposed to be doing that calling for God. Digital marketing. Dang, bro. You know what I'm saying? What else, bro? Man, I got flyers. I got flyers for street preaching. Literally, I got flyers for street preaching. And if y'all want to check those out, they on my website on a page called Rose Via Fire clothing brand. Yeah, they on the clothing brand page, you know what I'm saying? But they are the first item that you're gonna see on the page that's called Rose Via Fire clothing brand on my website. And it's pretty much like 100 flyers for street preaching, you know what I'm saying? If y'all wanna like hand out flyers and stuff and this and that, bro, I got 100 flyers for street preaching. I got all types of stuff, bro. Like, what else I got, bro? Like, man, it's so much I can't even like visualize, bro. Like, it's so much, bro. But all this stuff is on my website, bro. I'm telling you. But shout out to all my real supporters, bro. Shout out to people who be buying the clothing, buying the posters, donating to support the ministry, sharing my videos. You know what I'm saying? You got people sharing my videos on YouTube, watching my videos on YouTube, supporting everything that I do, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, they could really see who's chosen by God, bro. They could see. Because, bro, my work ethic, people like, damn, bro, that's not normal, bro. It's like people is knowing, bro. People know who's talking about God and people who know who really following God, bro. A lot of these people out here, they just talking, bro. They don't have a catalog to back it up. They just talking. They don't have like a large body of work that would speak for them. They just talking about how much they love God, bro. They ain't even got the work ethic. They ain't got the catalog. They ain't got the body of work. They just talking about how much they love God. Meanwhile, they saving no souls. Meanwhile, souls is ending up in hell and we need to be saving these souls, bro. Crazy, bro. But, man, shout out to all my real supporters out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love, bro. Peace.